It's funny when we go places, people always say resound, but it's resound, like let it resound loud as a rolling sea. Just so you know.
Hey, this is Mariah from Resound, and this is our
Q&A.
Q&A. Let's go.
Spirit Gospel Choir says, how did you all come up with the name Resound? That actually was my idea. It's funny, we put out the first two arrangements, I think, before we ever had a name, because we weren't planning to be a group. We were not planning to be a group. We put out the arrangements and people were like, oh my gosh, y'all should do more. What's y'all's group name? And we wanted something that was faith-based but also had a musical meaning. And I asked them, and at first Jojo was like, what's a resound?
Luther_AF said, how did you meet? Joe and Jessica have known each other their whole lives, basically. And I met them when I was like 15. We were singing background for a play. They met me and I made their lives better, and that's all you need to know.
Joe_words asked, how do you do the arranging? So it's really interesting. Like, we all three are arrangers, but in each song we kind of know like our strengths and our weaknesses. For instance, if Jessica has an idea and she sings the melody line or the arrangement line, me and Mariah were trying to think of the harmonies for it. So most of the time, like through our harmonies and our arrangements, we individually arrange our own. We'll go to each other and say, hey, do you like this? What do you like about it? Etc. If we don't, we'll change it. If we do, we'll keep moving on.
Michael Howell, 313 says, why gospel? We all grew up singing in church. We all are believers. And I think that gospel is something that's really special to us. Even though we do a lot of other genres, everything is pretty much influenced by gospel, I would say, right? Everything that we sing kind of has a little bit of gospel, like, sprinkled into it.
Stover_SYD says, hi, what's your favorite cover you ever did? I think my favorite one would have to be either Lily in the Valley or which one do I really like a lot?
Mr. Warren Willis said, how old are y'all? I am 25. Jessica is 86. I'm kidding. Jessica is 28. Jojo is 27.
Bethany Gala says, how long does it take you all to memorize your arrangements? They're so unique and complex. That is a good question. There are some that I low-key still don't have memorized. After we finish arranging it, we record everything on voice memos. Like, we'll record the whole arrangement session so that we can go back and remember things. Lots of times, I think by like the third rehearsal or something like that, we'll just sing it over and over. We'll listen to it until we have it memorized, and hopefully it sticks.
I'll Be the One said, when did y'all come together as a group? Probably 7 years ago. That's when we officially said we want to be a 3-member group called Resound.
Lathers 8282 said, how long did it take you to arrange the Disney medley 2? Well, actually, we finished arranging it while we were on tour with Lauren Daigle. It took us longer than, like, it took us a few days, I think, in total to finish it, because we had to have rehearsals. We were on stage a lot, so we didn't really have a lot of time, but it did take us a total of maybe 3 days.
Me_IM_PHATHIE with a wonderful, lovely heart. How long do you practice per day? So we have usually 3 rehearsals a week, and they can range from 3 to 5 hours or more if needed.
Mr. J. Rome, he said, why Mariah throw Jojo ice cream away? First of all, he's angry with me, guys, because he told me to hold him accountable, and he got a full bowl of ice cream, and I threw it in the trash.
That's fire.
I threw it in the, oh! Let me just say that Jojo said to hold him accountable, and I did that. I stayed true to my word, and he got the ice cream probably 2 hours after he asked me to hold him accountable, so I threw it in the trash. Next.
Vocal Mogul 86 says, when will you each explore music individually? I think that's definitely something you'll see in the future. Jojo does a lot of choir stuff. Mariah writes and has solo stuff. I have zero desire to do music individually, but I definitely want to do some writing. So hopefully you'll be hearing some hits from me on the radio or something like that.
Ted Z Piano 3 said, y'all need a beatboxer, aka vocal percussionist. We at this time, no. A lot of people always ask us if we need a vocal bass or a vocal percussionist, and we feel like adding that would change us.
Tyler D. King says, have you all been classically trained? If so, where? I actually was classically trained. Me and Jojo went to the same high school or grade schools, and in high school we had a really good teacher and show choir and classical program and all that stuff that we learned growing up. And then I went on to Virginia Commonwealth University and I studied classical voice. Hi, it's Jessica from Resound and you're watching Disney Channel. That's what I felt. Okay.
Bye.